How would you tell a girl you don't like her armpit hair she recently started letting grow out? I should have prefaced this by saying it is indeed a significant other. Final edit. Wow, some people got super mad and thought I was going to police my girl's body. Was just asking how to bring up a preference. More or less XD. I'm bored. Let's go shave our armpits. If it's your significant other, then have a regular adult conversation about it and they can listen and share and you can come to an understanding. Or you don't and it's her body and you can decide if that's going to be an ongoing problem for you. And go from there. You might ask them why they've been growing it out, if it's permanent or temporary, etc. And you can express how you don't find it appealing. If it's not a significant other, then you don't tell them anything. I would phrase it in a way that lets her know you find it attractive when it's smooth shaved. Rather than saying you don't like her armpit hair. Focus on the positive emo. 2 scenarios. 1. If this is a girl you are dating, I would just tell her that I find it unattractive. It's up to her whether she cares about what I find attractive enough to change it. 2. If this is literally any other girl on the planet, there is no reason to tell her this. You have no relationship with her armpit. Just go on not liking it by your lonesome. Just like any other concern. Have a discussion about it. Tell her you're not a fan. She'll either change it or not, and then you'll have a choice to make yourself based on the outcome. I don't like your armpit hair. Shave your own. I would make a positive statement about something I wished to change. I like it when you. And I would not open a discussion on armpit hair. If we were trading wishes and she asked me out of her curiosity, I might answer that. But hey, I lived in Northern Europe. Body hair is warmth. Many women did not shave underarms. On the legs or between them either. That is an American thing. Unless things changed across the big pond recently. Edit for spelling. As long as you're willing to shave any hair on your body that she doesn't like, feel free to make a request she is free to decline. All you can really say is your preference. If she likes it, that's on her. She has every right to grow it. But we are allowed our personal preference. But that never overrides a person's rights to their body. Try. Hey, that's cool. I'm not into it, but I support your right to do it. Wait until she asks you. She probably will at some point. Then just be honest, I like you for you, although that isn't my preference. Just talk. Same way she'd have to have a talk with you if you stopped cutting or brushing the hair on your head. She doesn't have to shave her armpits just because you don't like it. So be prepared for that person shrugging medium skin tone female sign. Definitely bring it up. One of 2 things will happen. You'll both come to an understanding and compromise. With one, but hopefully both sides making concessions. Or this is a deal breaker to one or both of you. If you can't be attracted to her with body hair, she definitely has the right to know. But for what it's worth, if I had a partner who urgently needed to tell me this, I wouldn't want to be with them. Either LMAO. Regardless of if I was actually willing to shave or not. My partner doesn't like my armpit hair. He never hid his preference. But he is also never unrealistic about it. When I'm lazy, or it's cold, I just won't shave. He understands that and is fine with some stubble or even full grown. His preference is clean shaved. But the key word is that it's a preference. He understands that women grow body hair and can't stay clean shaven 24/7. I'm just curious why so many women feel the need to respond in the Ask Men section of Reddit. Speaking from a woman's perspective here, it really depends on the circumstance. If they're your partner, mention, I noticed XYZ. Go from there, understanding that it's okay to state preferences. But know that it's ultimately not your body. My husband knows I love his beard. But if he decides to shave it, that's totally fine because it's his body. If they're not your partner, don't. It's none of your business. The question is, why don't you like it, or why does it make you so uncomfortable if it does? Maybe you gotta address that first. Do you feel it is weird to see armpit hair on a woman? Do you feel it makes them less feminine? The reason could be anything. I just listed down few. You can just let her know if you choose to, but in the end it's her body and how she really chooses to be. Just tell her you don't like it. Simple as. People telling you it's her body yada 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 are stupid. You are not deciding something for her. You are just expressing your opinion. Are you in a relationship with her? I honestly wouldn't care. Should be able to talk to each other about anything if she's your friend or significant other. Do adults really not know how to communicate these days? You tell her. I would just tell her. My wife to me, when are you going to shave? I don't like facial hair. Me, I quite like it and I like how it makes me look. Going to keep it for a while and see how it goes. My wife, okay. Fair enough. No hurt feelings. And we both understand it may be a topic for compromise in a future discussion, say if she wants to dye her hair green or decides the beard is a deal breaker. I massively appreciate that she didn't get cryptic or passive aggressive. She didn't get someone else to tell me for her. She didn't withhold affection or any other type of game. Just I don't like it. Can't help you, bud. I love hirsute women. If I was dating her and I wasn't into it, I'd just say something. I'm not a fan of the pit hair or some shit. Although TBH, I don't think I'd even look twice at their armpits. I wouldn't personally care. She has every right to grow out her pit hair. You have every right to leave if it's a deal breaker for you. Just communicate that to her. I swear some of these responses. Why didn't you talk to me about this before breaking up with me? Reddit said it wasn't my business and I'm not allowed to talk to you about it. You could just tell her? IDK, personally, I've never given a damn, as you aren't licking armpits, are you? Hi honey, I don't like your armpit hair. I don't like your armpit hair that you recently started let grow out. My partner prefers me being direct. So I tell her I prefer her armpits, legs, pubes, and arms shaved. She happily obliges. Hey, baby. I just want to let you know how much I love you, and also if you don't shave your goddamn armpits, I'm leaving you. Just be upfront. If you don't like the hair and she wants to keep it, leave. Be an adult and break it off and move on. Plenty of other fish in the sea. Honestly, as a woman, I'd appreciate I'm not a fan of your armpit hair, but that's just me. I wanted to have an honest conversation with you. I understand that personal grooming choices are important to each individual and can reflect their individuality and personal expression. However, I personally prefer less hair on my partner. I hope you can understand my perspective and that this doesn't impact our friendship or relationship negatively. Just tell her. And when she tells you to fuck off, you fuck off. I had a girlfriend that started sleeping with a dog. I'm allergic. Eating in bed. Refused to wash our sheets. Stopped shaving. And then eventually stopped wearing deodorant, and when confronted said she didn't need to wear it every day. It took me a year to realize that I needed to break up with her. Sometimes it's best to cut your losses and move on. My wife tells me any and all things and I do the same with her. Do it that way. We burp, fart, whatever. If you don't like something you can say it, but we can also just say nope. That's the way this is going to be. Or we can actually talk about it anyways and we can make our points. Both sides, we try to be reasonable. So just freaking talk, man. Relationships are mostly conversation and teamwork anyways. Better get that part right from the start. Just do stuff and get things done. It's nothing to dwell on.